Hello guys, if you like my awesome gaming videos, my programming and web development courses, my editing courses and editing videos, and my tech talks and tech guidance, then you can consider subscribing to my channel and click on this bell icon to stay connected with me all the time. Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. So this video is super important, especially who wants to learn very well, especially JavaScript functionality, how JavaScript inbuilt function work like filter, map, find, index, reduce, and also some string method like string.split or any string.concatenation and string.split. So these are the very important thing that you want to know if you want to be a very good quality JavaScript developer, especially in the React environment. You will be needing these kinds of features and this kind of functionality, this kind of logic building to build any kinds of modern application with your own logic. In the next part, I'm going to work with the sorting and searching functionality with some algorithms technique as well. So this video is all about the awesome JavaScript inbuilt functionality that we have: map, find, filter, reduce, includes for string finding, and chaining of filtering and chaining of data. And how can we find something from any object, find something from the array, add something from this array, and reduce something from this array. So I have one more file for you, which is the tutorial.js, and here I'm gonna copy these two arrays. Okay, so the first array, just understand it properly, this is the array called users. Okay, this is very important for every single person who wants to be really good at JavaScript and their logic building. Okay, so this video is super important for all of you. I'm again saying this is a very important video. Okay, so just like, share, and subscribe as much as possible, which I will be really appreciate. Okay, so we have two arrays. First one is the users array, and I have this number of users. Okay, suppose I want to count the number of elements in this array. So this is also very important topic. How can we do that? We can just console.log users.length. Okay, it is a very good practice to type check, because if there is no arrays or no users in our database, suppose this is a database, okay, in the real world application you have to check if there is the users, then find the length of it. Simple. So let's check it out. Okay, so in this moment I'm not going to work with the team, just find the array. So you have to install Node so that you can, I'm using Node environment, so you can also install Node.js as well. So you have to write Node, because I'm using the Node environment, tutorial.js. So this is the length. So in total we have 10 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 elements. So these are the number of lengths on this array. You can push some data. Suppose users.push. You can push more information, which is Zoa. Okay, so I have added a new users in our array, and let me console.log it. And now our users array have one more users. So as you can see, one more users is added and our length is element. So we can easily manipulate this array very simply and very easily. We can even pop out this. We can pop this user. Okay, so pop is a string method, removes the last element from an array and returns it. This is very important. If you want to remove any last element, you can easily do it. Okay, so let me find it out, and let me go to here. And first we have the length of array, which is 10 in the beginning. Then we pushed another user called Zoa, and then we have 11. But I have popped this out, this last element. So finally we also have the 10, because I just pop it out. So it is working so perfectly, it just popped out. Suppose if you want to add element in the first index. So how can you do that? So users.unshift. If you use users.unshift, as you can see, it takes some parameters, whichever information you want to add, and elements to insert in the first index of the array. Okay, very important. And here you can put any information like Toya. Okay, now I manipulated that, and you can console.log these users again. Let me check it out. Node tutorial.js, and this is the collections of our data. In the first index, as you can see, we didn't have any information called toil. But after I add unshift and added our information, and it is toil. So this is working really perfectly. So this is very important. So if you use push here, it will add this element to the last index. Just check it out. As you can see, this push the element to the last index. So this is two very important thing: push the element to the last index, and unshift adds the element to the first index in the array. So these are the two very important concepts. So now we have array of objects. As you can see, these are the object syntax. In the object, I have some property called its ID. This is the team ID 1. Its worth is $5,000, suppose, and its title is dev team. This is the development team, and in the members these are the members. And I have collected all the members from this array. Just the first 4 is in the dev team, and other 3 called Faria, Najifa, and Prince in the another team, and Joiti, Maya, and Fahad in the last team called graphics team. So these are the array of objects we stored in our database similarly to that. Now what I'm gonna do, my most favorite functionality, which is the reduce functionality. So let me find the total worth of each individual team. We're gonna sum this worth, and this worth. So these are the 3 elements that we have. So let me find it. Total worth of all the teams. We're gonna write teams dot reduce, and reduce take 2 parameters. One is a kilometer, and then one is item. You can do it any name, you can pass any name. And what you need to do is just add this a kilometer to the item, and this item refers to each object, like it has its ID, worth, title, all of those things. But we want the worth or the net worth, okay, so that we can calculate the total worth of all the teams. So what we have to do, we need to go to the worth property. As you can see, it is saying go to the worth property, and just first go to the first index. This is the first element in our team array, and it will just get this value. And then as you are using the reduce, it will go to this array as well, this object as well, and then this object, and it will just sum all of them up. Okay, so in the real world application, this is also very important. I'm not showing you any unnecessary thing. All the thing is super important. Okay, then what you need to pass, you need to pass one more parameter, which is 0, because this starts from 0 and then 1 and 2 and 3, because we have to write like total is equals to 0. Then we just add all of this information. But here you don't need to write total is equals to 0 in the beginning. You just add a comma and put 0. Okay, now console.log total worth. Very simple. And here just print it. As you can see, 19,000. It is taking each individual object worth in property and summing it all of them up. Okay, and so total we have the 19,000. Suppose we have one more property called quantity. Okay, so this is not very important. So in the products array, you will have your quantity. Okay, so here I'm just putting 3, and here quantity, suppose 10 quantity. Okay, so if I want to just quantity times worth, we can do that. Here we have to do, how can you do that multiplication with each individual item with its worth? Item dot worth times item dot quantity. So it will just multiplicated item dot quantity and item dot worth for each individual item. Like these are the 18,000, these are 16,000, and these are 50,000. So let me check how it is doing all of this information and calculated that. This is a very powerful thing, guys. This is a very powerful thing. In the cart application or any e-commerce application, you must have to do these kind of calculations to find the total items, and it's based on its quantity as well. So this is the real world application that you were seeing. Okay, no bullshitting. And now let me work with the find method. Okay, so console dev team. So how can you find the dev team? So to find the dev team, we need to take the title property. So let me go to our teams array dot find. As you can see, find, and you just find some item, and this item dot, as you can see, the title that is equals to dev team. So we are finding the information or the team which has the title dev on it, so that we can find the development team. Okay, or you can do it for graphics team, for design team, any purpose. So this is very good thing. And when you just console.log this dev team, okay, so we just find it out. This is very simple. Just find some information based on this filter, item.title is equals to dev team. Okay, so let me find it. As you can see, we get all the information: id 1, quantity, worth 5000, and title dev. Okay, and its member. So we get the object. As you can see, if we use the find method, it will get the object, or it will, if you match something, suppose this title matched with this dev, then it will give you the first index or the first object that it finds. Okay, so this is not an array, this is an object. Okay, and this works with any array like teams array or members array, any of these things. So how can you get this data title? Now this is the total object, and here you will have all of information if you want to get them. Suppose it's auth or its title, you can easily get that. As you can see, this is the dev team. Very simple, very easy. So I just comment it out, and now it's me. You have to find me in the members area. Now I'm not in this team. I'm not in this team, design team, because I'm not good in designing, guys. But I'm in the development team, definitely. So if you want to find me in which team I'm in, then you need to go to deep. First you need to go to the teams, then you need to find the members array, and you need to find me. So how can you do this kind of stuff? So for that, an awesome method called includes help you. Find and includes, these two methods gonna help you a lot. Okay, so let me show you in real life scenario how can you find that. So const find Adib in team members. Okay, you are finding me. So for what you can do, you will go to the teams.find. You are gonna find from this teams. These are all the properties of this team. So as you can see, these are all the properties. First we need to go to our team and each individual object, and here the members. The members is also an array. So first we need to go to the object property. These are all the properties. So member is a property which is an array, as you can see. So we are going to this members. Now how can you find me here? This is the place where the includes method is very important. You can also filter it out like that, but here I want to show you how the power of includes. Okay, for searching, you are going to find me in the teams. So each team, you need to go to its property called members, because in the members I am staying there in the members. So you need to go one more deep level from team to members dot includes. As you can see, you can do a lot of stuffs. You can join, shift, slice. Okay, you can do lots of stuffs there, because members is an array and array has a lot of functionality in it. So I'm gonna includes, and it takes a string. It takes any string that you want. Suppose me. Okay, you just write my name here. Make sure it is the exact name. It includes this. Simple, and you will find me. Console.log find Adib in team members. tutorial.js. As you can see, it gives us the total object, which members I'm in the development team. As you can see, this is my name. So this is super awesome. Now let me show you the type of this. Okay, so type of find Adib in team members. This is an object. It will return an object. As you can see, this is an object. So you can also find the type of something using the type of parameter. Very simple. And here you can also find the members very easily. If we just write members, let me see, it will print the members which I'm in. As you can see, I'm in this member. Suppose if you want to find me in which team I'm in, you need to find the title. Suppose the team members includes my name and which team I am belongs to, it will give you the title, because this is an object, it can access any property. As you can see, you need to save that, and you can see I'm in the dev team. It works for any person. Suppose for Maya, and just add this here. You don't need to change the variable. So Maya in which team, you need to find this. He is in graphics team. As you can see, she is in graphics team, so it works for any person as well. Okay, so another one is find index method. Okay, so find index method is also very important and very easy steps. So const find dev team index. Okay, so for that you need to just go to teams dot find index item. For each individual item, the title includes, you can use dot includes, or you can use this thing which matches. This is actually also called as filtering as well. So give me all the team's information where team title is suppose like design team. Okay, so design team, so this is the design team. Okay, so if you want to find suppose design team index, you can easily get that. So console.log find design team index. So let me check. It's 1 because this is the array of 3 information. This is a 0 index, this is a 1 index, this is a 2 index. So if I just copy this graphics team here, so find me the index of item where title is equals to graphics. Okay, so give me this information's index. So let me check it, and just showing here, this is index 2. So you can find all of this thing very easily. So if you use includes, it also works fine. Okay, so I'm just showing you different possibilities that you can filter based on something, and this is for finding the index. Okay, this is not for value, this is just to give you the index which position I'm in. So now I'm gonna do a little bit of advanced way. So find the members information in graphics team. Okay, so const get all members in graphics team. So you need to get the members data like that. Just copy this. You need to get the information like that. Okay, this way. So this is the thing that we're gonna do. So how can you do that? Just go to team dot filter. Make sure filter returns an array of collections, array of informations, not object. Find get you an object, but filter map gives you an array. Okay, array of information that matches with something. Okay, so this is very important, and it also changes the reference of your information in the memory. So it changes the reference of the array. So filter, and it will go to its item dot title is equals to graphics team, and you just go to the graphics team and you can add filter and again, but I'm going to show you 2 different ways. First, so these are the information, all teams, another variable, and here you can use for each loop. So get all members in graphics team, it will give you all the members in the graphics team, and you can for each loop, you can use for each loop for each element console.log element. Okay, let me find it out. Let me check what we get. So as you can see, our main goal was to get the information based on this graphics team. So as you can see, we just filtered this out. Let me show you what the filters give you. Console.log get all members in graphics team, and let me show you that. So as you can see, it gives us an array of information. So this is the information that matches, only one object that matches with the graphics team. So this is the information that we want. So now we need to go to the members information. Okay, so if we want to print all those members, we need to just loop over all of this information that we get from the graphics team, and for each information I want to get their property members, because members is the thing that we want, their members information. So members are these members. So let me just print it. As you can see, we get all the members in this graphics team. Very simple. You can also change that. You don't need to write 2 times. You can easily change that using filter, or you can use for each, as this is an array, and for each element console.log, and each element you need to go to each element and its members. Okay, is this property, this you want to print. As you can see, this will also give you the same thing. So find the information based on this title like graphics team, and go to and change those information and get each individual element that in the array we have. In the array we get the members information. Okay, so you can do it in the 2 steps or using the chaining, using the filter and for each. But in React application you're gonna use this map. Here you don't need to use map because this is not a JSX. You don't need to return anything. In the UI element you can use for each, which also do the same thing. Okay, almost same. But in React you have to use map. Okay, so this is a very important thing, and many project you have to use this kind of chaining as well. Okay, because real world application are not that simple. You have to have a lot of things, and inside this members you might have something like a data, suppose that has more object to it. Okay, so like address, suppose something, and phone number. He might have his phone number as well, and phone number has the multiple property. So in real world application it might have a lot of chaining to it. So in that case you have to go deeper and deeper and deeper. Suppose in the members, if I had more information, you can easily do that. We can chaining and filter and some method we're gonna use in the JavaScript inbuilt, and we're gonna compare 2 arrays information. So how can you do that? So this thing is very interesting. So let me do this for you guys. So we just cut this out and paste it and comment it out. Okay, so this is the most legendary thing that I'm gonna do. All the users not in dev team, the users who are not belonging into the development team. Suppose in the development team I have Adib, Chua, Tushi and Malkova. So these are the 4 users that we have that is inside the members of this team. As a property, members is a property that holding some array of information like string values. So for the first 4 users is inside the development team. We need to find whom are not in the development team that inside the users array. So in the users array, these are the last 6 information like Faria, Najifa, Prince, Choiti, Maya, Fahad. These are the 6 users that are not including in this development members array. They are not including in this member team, in the development team. Rather, they are on design team and graphics team. Now we need to find those things, or to find those users from the users array that are not inside the team's members array. Okay, so these are the 2 things very important for chaining. We're gonna use the filter and some property, a filter and some method of the JavaScript that will do and help us doing this kind of strong work. And we have to use filter and some to logically find this thing. Okay, based on 2 different complicated object or complicated array, we can do that. So let me show you how can you do that. Users not in development team. So we have to go to each users. We have to find each of this user. We need to check. So users dot filter. So this is important. So this is the first step that you have to do. In the users, you can use user. Okay, and here you have to do one more chaining you can add, which is development team dot member. So for that you need to find the development team. We already have this code like this. We can copy this stuff and paste it here. So first we need to filter, go to the teams and find each team, the team that have the title development team. Okay, so we need to find one. As you know, the find method actually gives you an object that it finds the first index of this information, so it returns an object. Okay, so in the development team we have all the data like ID, auth, title, members, all of those things. Now I need to find in the development team, we need to go to the dev team, and dev team has a property called members. We need to go to each of the members dot, as the members is an array. As you can see, the members is actually an array of information. So we are going to the development team first here using the find, and we need to go to the members, and in the members dot sum actually returns true false value. Okay, as you can see, if I just hover over it, it gives a boolean. It gives true or false. If it is matches with something, it gives true. If it doesn't matches with something, it gives false. In the sum also you can put some value. You can put team, you can put this team because we are in the dev team, and we can use member here. It is a better name, and we need to check if this member is equals to, if this development team, suppose if this development team members, each member is equals to this user. Okay, this user that we are filtering. We are filtering based on this user. On those development teams members information array, we are filtering based on this users array. Okay, and this user information is holding into this array. So this is a chaining. We are just checking if the users filtering, if this particular user is in members array. Okay, array element. So each individual member in the development team, we have to be check if it is equals to the users array information. Okay, if those members are in this users array. So basically it is checking if this members is in users array. Okay, so it is checking. If you just add this, it will check the members which are not in the users array, but we are going to do it in a different way. So first let me console.log this users not in development team. So let me check what it gives. So as you can see, these are the information it gives. First it gives the development team information. Okay, so these are the thing that we want, and then we need to go to the members. We need to check the members information. That's why you need to go to the members, and in the members, as you can see, the members is an array. So that's why we can easily just map through this again using this sum. If this member is equals to the user that we are filtering, if they are matched, that's why you can get the members which in the dev team same as the user that we are filtering. So these are two different array. Users is another array, and development team members is in another array. We just need to find if they are in this team. Okay, if this user. So as you can see, it gives us the information. It is giving us the opposite of information, like users in development team, but we want the opposite. So you just need to go the opposite. You just need the opposite sign, negative sign, and team.members that are not in this user. These members not belonging to these users. So what we can get, we are not getting this for information because they are matched. We are getting the opposite of it. These are the users that is not inside the development team members. So now it will work just fine. Now as you can see, Faria, Najifa, Prince, Joyti, Bai, and Fahad, these are the 6 users that are not inside this development team members array. Okay, so these are the very complicated way of how you can filter, and based on this filter you're gonna use one more chaining based on another array. You can do that. Okay, so let me just add one more thing here. So this is the bonus part. What I'm seeing many people use this kind of things. You can just split the string properly. So how can you do that? Suppose we have a string called tags, and in the tags I have like React, Node, Node.js, and we have the Express, Mongo, suppose. So these are the man stack. Okay, so these are the string. So if I just console.log type of tags, you can say this is just a simple string separated by comma. Okay, we have to convert it to the array. So how can you do that? In many projects you have to give input in the React all of this thing using the comma, and you need to just pass all of this thing as an array in the backend. Okay, suppose in the project we have tags this project belongs to backend, API development, those kind of things. So to add tags in the input element, what we can do, we can convert it to the array. So tag array, how can you convert it to array? Very simple, tags.split. We can easily use split because this is a simple string, and the splitter we have to use by which way you want to split. You can split by space if there is any space, or you can split it by comma. As you can see, this is the comma that we are splitting into. So this is very important. And you can console.log tag array. So how you can see that? Let me check it out. So clear it out. Okay, so it gives us an array of React, Node, Express, Mongo. Okay, it works fine. So if I just add a space there, it has a space. As you can see, it has a space. So how can do? We can space here. I guess this will work better. Okay, that works really awesomely, and there is no space between this quotation. There is no space. So before that, there is a space. So these are the simple thing. You just converted the string value into the array. So it works really fine. These are all the real life scenario that I have faced using different kinds of projects in React, especially in the JavaScript. So this will help you a lot in making awesome logics for your application, how you can do multiple filters on something based on multiple arrays. You can find some data, similar data, and you can compare them. You can find some information that you need based on something. You can use .includes method to match with something, especially if it is a string, like string.includes, includes equals to depth. You can easily do that. So find gives us an object, and filter gives us a new reference to the array. It will give us a new array. And when you're gonna use the reduce that I have used here, index give you just the index which position you are currently in, like this object is in a position 1, and similarly to total worth that we have figured it out, I just use the reduce, and the reduce I have taken the first element, and for each element in the object I'm just multiplying the worth and its quantity, and it will give us the total count. Okay, so this is for the cart application, and this is for the different kind of application that you need to compare them. And also this string to split is also very important in many different kind of applications. This find and includes methods is also important, and also to compare two different array you need to use filters like a chain way. Okay, that will give you a comparison between two different array. Okay, so these two array are the thing that we have. So these are the scenarios that I currently learned a lot about different kind of things, so that you can have a proper building of logics in JavaScript in general, and you can build lots of amazing quality application using this kind of thing. Not just it, there's a lot of things that I'm going to cover in the next part, especially the complexity of application, and what is the best approach to time complexity, space complexity, sorting, searching functionality. All of the things will need a different kind of video to do. Okay, so this single video can to do all of the things. Okay, so all of the things I have learned, I showed you everything important built-in JavaScript functionality that you can do your logics on your own. So I highly suggest you to like and share, and share it to many people, so that a lot of people can get this idea how they can build their own logic based on different kind of scenario. So I hope you understand a lot of things in this video, and till then, take care, bye bye. I'll see you in next video with more awesome and beautiful content like this.